Hey guys, welcome back to Clockwise Crypto. Hope you guys move forward in everything that you do. Diving right into it here, taking a look at this article, which is pretty much giving you an idea of what the future of crypto looks like. Couldn't have said it better myself. CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong. Even though I have a gripe against Coinbase, don't really like Coinbase, but this article holds true. Crypto payments will go the way of instant messaging as friction vanishes, guys. So essentially, we'll dive in this article, but essentially stating that, utilizing crypto and payments, the way it's going, utilizing this blockchain technology, it'll be as easy as texting and as easy as we see just instant messaging. So here, while speaking at a Goldman Sachs conference this week, Armstrong notes that Coinbase Layer 2 Ethereum scaling solution has reduced global transaction confirmation time to under 1 second and transaction fees to less than a penny. Huge. Coinbase CEO argues fast and affordable payments are in the process of enabling a category of applications. If you had fast, cheap global payments, you might want to allow people to do. Maybe sometimes on social media, people click the like button or they upvote or upload something. You know why? You can't beat a small transaction, right? Today in the US, people get paid every 2 weeks for their paycheck. Why shouldn't you get paid every hour? Maybe this whole idea of payday lending could go away. Armstrong says the decentralized global payment system that is fast, affordable, could reduce a significant amount of friction in the economy. Even small amounts of friction that are reduced could see a huge increase in adoption. For instance, text messages used to cost 25 cents. There were about 25 billion text messages a day at its peak. Today, with WhatsApp and iMessage and the things that are now free, there are hundreds of billions of messages sent every day. So you can get an order of magnitude increase in activity just by taking out a small amount of friction. And that happened in messaging, and now it's going to happen in payments. That's what we are seeing in crypto, guys. That's what we are seeing here. And to be honest with you, I think that this is setting the stage for what's to come. People say, why do you invest in crypto? Right? People are asking, why crypto? Oh, it doesn't seem safe. Right? And, they're asking me that and asking our team, knowing where we come from. This is about as safe as it gets, considering all the things that we've been through. Okay. Like, if you guys don't know our story, our team, we've been through prison. We've been through poverty. We've been through, teenage pregnancies. We have people that have been through drug addictions, right, on our team. So when we look at crypto, we're like, this is a no-brainer. Like, it's all upside. It's all upside for us. And you have an opportunity to change your life, and you only have to get it right once. I read a article from Mark Cuban. Actually, I think it was a talk, and he was saying, he pretty much just talking about risk and, risk in life. And like, you only have to get it right once to change your life, right? Only have to get it right once, but you never get it right if you never take the shot, if you never take a chance. That is what's in front of you right here. That is what we see in crypto. Okay. So we see it happening before our eyes, and some people are just living in their bubble. And it's funny because, you see people, like even myself, like I went away to prison. I came home. Okay. Within that little stint, it was about 3.5 years. Okay. Within that little stint of time I went away, I saw people in the exact same position they were before I left. Okay. We have people on the team that have seen the same thing. We have people on our team that know people, and you probably know people yourself, where 5 years ago, they were asking you to borrow $5. 5 years later, they're asking you to borrow $5. Nothing has changed. Okay. You see that in corporate America. You could leave and go on a hiatus. You can go to Greece, and you move to Greece with your family. You come home, you're going to have probably 80 to 90% of the people are still in that same job that they hate. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with a job. Okay. I'm not saying that. But when it doesn't fulfill you, when it doesn't, when it's not something you love, I think that's a problem. And you see people, have opportunities like this in front of them, and they'd rather stay right where they are, complaining about the same thing, and never take a chance. So we see it happening before our eyes. Crypto payments will go the way of instant messaging as friction vanishes. It's happening right in front of us. Next article here, Bitcoin could go, Bitcoin just a couple of months away from all-time high, says analyst Kevin Svensson. So we'll dive into this. We'll look at some TA. You guys know our TA is pretty much spot on, which is why I'm unfazed by this slight push. I'm phased by this slight push in the market, bullish. I'm unfazed, especially when I show you these charts. But taking a look here, Kevin Svensson is turning bullish on Bitcoin as the flagship chains are over 25% or over 20% below the all-time high reached in March. Svensson is saying people may just be heavily overexposed to the market, having a grand expectation to be set for life after this bull run, and because everyone is so overexposed, all the hardcore crypto people, every time there's a dip, there's a big concern, even though past cycles 40% dips happen multiple times in 2017 on the way from $200 to $20,000. He's right there. The descending broadening wedge, well, it's still here, it's in play, nothing's changed. If we do not have that recovery take place moving forward, the target also is going to be used on the descending broadening wedge. There are multiple ways to get the target for a descending broadening wedge. So he has this wedge here. I don't like it. I don't like it. And for me to co-sign it, I have to love it. I have to love it. That wedge looks off. Okay. It doesn't look clean. Like the lines don't look clean, and I'll share my chart here so you guys can see. It doesn't look clean. It doesn't look precise. Right. And I know markets don't move precise. Right. But I just think this is a better way to have it. And if I were to have my if I were to put a wedge, if you want to put that there, I'd put it here because I want it sharp and I want it crisp. I don't want it just dangling because you're worried about touching wicks. Like I want it clean. OK. And that's pretty much where I would have it as of right now. And like you see how it's parallel with the top. Right? It's parallel. If you're going to put a wedge in, just put it in and make it clean. Don't just throw it in there just because you want to do wick to wick and it looks ridiculous. Like doing wick to wick here, it just looks ridiculous. It doesn't look like a wedge because when the breakout happens, you're going to be late because your lines aren't on point. That's just my 2 cents. So this is a lot of people are getting bullish because of this bullish candle, green candle here. I'm not too concerned, guys. You know why? Because we have the big picture. You guys know why. We have the big picture, and we can, if we want to, we can remove some lines, some support and resistance lines, so you can see it. I actually like this one here because I think this one's critical. But to be honest with you, I do not think that we are in a position to see anything else right now. And I think I had this at 49.5. But we can put it here just because of the touches. It's fine. But let me see. Yep, that's good where it's at. But I think I'm unfazed by this green bullish candle. Unfazed. And that's the reason why you stick on the weekly time frame. That's why for me, like I never get really high or low because we're on the higher time frames. It takes time for these things that play out. Okay. Like people are going to get hyper here and buy and start thinking, oh, we're here. We need to break levels, guys. And let's go to the daily time frame to talk about those levels. And I'll actually put a line back on the chart just so you can see exactly what levels I'm talking about. So here, level needs to be broken is, if I had to put one here, it would be like about right here. This level needs to be broken. Okay. And I think that's where it was before. I don't know. But this level needs to be broken. All right. So that's why that other line was there. That level needs to be broken, but then it's going to be the red one. Okay. Or red trend line. Okay. Until that happens, I don't want to hear anything about bull anything. Both need to happen. Okay. This one will be like, oh shoot, it's probably happening. And then the next one, oh, it happened. Okay. Go to the 4-hour time frame. You can get it even tighter position. You could even have it here, so you could have it around 60,000 if you wanted to. If you wanted a little bit tighter, Go to the, and I'm not going to go lower than the 4-hour just because you know how much of a beast Bitcoin is when it makes moves. So you could have it down there. I think if you're conservative and you want to just make sure you're spot on and make sure you're able to accumulate to the maximum potential, I would have it up here around 60, 65. Whatever, around 65, but anywhere between 60 65 you'll be fine. We need a breakout, so waiting on a breakout. If it's right now, it's making lower highs and lower lows. We see it, guys. We see it making. This is a lower high and lower low. Made a new low, pulls back up, lower high, made a new low. Now we're pulling back. What do you expect? Make a new low unless a lower high is broken. Okay. TA 101, keep it simple, because that is what you're able to duplicate. You can't duplicate all these banners and scanners and all trying to teach that. Keep it simple market structure. Okay. So guys, just wanted to highlight that, wanted to touch base and go over some cool articles here, guys. Some cool articles to keep everyone focused on what's happening, because what's going to happen, what has happened, you can see it on exchanges. People are dumping their crypto out of fear. People are dumping their crypto out of fear, and to be honest with you, it's not the right time to do that, guys. And we can go to CoinMarketCap. We see the crypto fear greed. We see that, and I love going there because it aligns so perfectly with the markets. Okay, we look at CoinMarketCap. We just take a look here. Crypto fear greed. Okay, we're red and orange, yellow. Buy. You guys know that we say it every week. Buy, and you can see that in the markets. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of real concern when it comes to what's the future look like? Like, what does the future look like? Super concerning. A lot of fear in the markets, but I do believe that there's hope. You guys know there's hope because we're long-term bullish on these markets, guys. So we're looking at that, and we also see crypto bubbles. We go to crypto bubbles, we see where we're at. Okay, for the day, sentiment's turning. Okay, for the week, sentiment's turning. For the month, it's a little iffy. Okay, but we know for the year we're up still, of course. But the biggest indicator for us that we're using is not only a price action, guys. You take a look at that crypto fear greed, you see that sentiment. You see that sentiment and how important it is to think differently. So definitely wanted to highlight that, guys. We'll definitely keep giving you market updates, guys. Good to be back. Hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.